Do you want to talk about the Rangers? Do
Yeah,
you
let's
want to
go
talk
back to
about the
hockey.
Do you want to talk about the New York Rangers?
I think on this road trip that the Kings played, they beat them like 5-1. It was the first time
Holy
Igor
shit!
Shesterkin has ever lost to the Kings, and he got chased middle of second period. So Jonathan
What the
Quick ended up
fuck?
coming in for the Rangers against the Kings.
Oh, the
What has
Rangers. By the way,
happened?
I think the Rangers have lost. Hold on, I'll look this up here. Give me 2 seconds. I think the Rangers have lost. Now it's official. I think 14 of their last 17 games.
Chris Kreider was a
Got
healthy
scratched.
scratch
Yeah, Chris Kreider of
today.
all people was a healthy scratch. They lost one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. November. I think it's like I think it's 12 of their last 15 games. They went from arguably the best team in the entire Eastern Conference to well, why is the sky falling? I could feel bad. I could, but I won't. Because you know why, Jack? Do you know why I don't feel bad for the New York Rangers? Because I'm a cynical little fucker. We have
That you are.
discovered that I am. And you know what? You know what? Um, this is what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket. They put all the eggs in one basket of the following: Artemi Panarin. Okay, decent deal. $11.65 million later per year. Mika Zibanejad. How's that turned out? Chris Kreider and not making his ass the captain, the longest tenured Ranger at that point. Um, they traded Jacob Trouba for a bag of potato chips. Granted, his you could that's a whole other story. Matt Rempe, by the way, got suspended 8 games.
He needed more. He needed at least
Yes,
like 10.
agreed,
That guy,
agreed,
that kid needs to learn. Like
agreed.
you cannot be going out there with the sole intent of trying to injure everyone every single game. I think
Yeah,
that was like his fourth game misconduct in under 20 games played or something like that.
probably. Yeah, I think you're right on that one.
He doesn't have a very high number of games played, and he's already gotten like a shitload of game misconducts or 10-minute misconducts or fighting penalties or
Yes,
something like that. He
correct.
is trying to hurt people, and he has to learn that kind of shit will not fly in this league.
Who was the dirtiest player in the NHL for a hot minute?
Marchand?
Marchand's close. I do remember
Uh,
Marchand had
was it
max.
Reeves? Or was it Wilson? Was it Tom Wilson?
Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson. Yeah, Tom Wilson was a douchebag. But I remember Brad Marchand or Zdeno Chara had Max Pacioretty go face first into a steel post. I will never forget that. It was in Montreal, and then the Bruins and Canadians got into like fist fights. It was fantastic.
Sounds like a typical Bruins Canadians game.
Yeah, that rivalry needs to come back big time. But the Rangers Twitter and Rangers media is losing their fucking mind because all of the blame is going to Chris Drury. Either the blame's going to Chris Drury or the blame is going to Peter Laviolette. I don't think Laviolette gets the blame here. That's just me, because at the end of the day, the buck stops with the GM because you're the one that picked these players. You're the one that made these trades. You are the one that gave these contracts to said players and expected these players to pan out. Shocker of the day, most of them have not. Minka Zibanejad has been a tire fire in the last couple months for the Rangers. Panarin can't score in the playoffs. Shesterkin is hot and cold at best. Shesterkin's hot and cold, or he's the best goaltender in the entire league. And you decide to pay his ass like what was it, 11.5 million a year?
They paid him on recency bias.
Yeah, yeah. Did you know that he doesn't have the largest cap in the NHL right now for a goaltender? Take a wild guess who it is. You won't
Biggest
get it.
cap hit for a goalie.
Take a guess.
For goalie?
He hasn't played in 5 years.
Oh, is
Carey
it Robin
Price.
Leonard? Oh, it's Carey
Carey
Price. Oh yeah, they are
Carey
still.
Price.
Yeah,
$12 million dollars
they are
for
still paying Carey
Montreal.
Price.
The Canadians are still paying Carey Price. How long until how long until the team gets blown up in the Rangers? How long is it going to take? Because
Probably too
they have
long.
what?
Knowing their ownership, probably it's. I don't know.
I give it 2 weeks. I give it 2 weeks. Now, if you're seeing Rangers Twitter completely lose their ever loving fucking mind over this whole team, granted they have a right to do so because they won the President's Trophy last season, got to the Eastern Conference Finals in 6 games, granted lost to the eventual Cup champions. Okay, no shame in there. But the expectations were okay, Stanley Cup final or bust. They might not even make the playoffs by the way they're playing so far. And it's as a cynical Islander fan, I love it, but at the same point, I kind of feel bad. You know,
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. I don't know how you fix it. It's one of those things where you go, oh, okay, the biggest slice of blame pie has to go somewhere, and maybe Dolan fires Drury because he's the GM, but I don't think Levs gets the boot for this. I don't think you fire Laviolette for that. And they lost 5-0 today to the New Jersey Devils. 5-0. Granted, the Devils are really good.
Devils are hot this year.
Devils are really good this season, but you lost two teams that you should not have lost to. You lost to Nashville and Chicago narrowly, and you shouldn't have lost to them. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, wrong tattoo. I'm an Islander fan. But still, I follow New York sports. Fuck you.